Greetings and salutations. It's your man D Boogie once again. Tastes and Scents with D Boogie, where I bring you reviews of fragrances and sometimes some food, but mainly fragrances of sometimes clone, sometimes designer, but mainly a lot of niche, a lot of indie, a lot of brands you probably never heard of, but a lot of them you need to know about. But anywho, what do we got today? Well, today I just decided to pick up a couple of fragrances. I was just tooling around on Fragrance Buy, and I noticed that they had the Afnan, the Rare Reef, which is supposed to be a inspiration of the Pacific Chill. So I said, okay, check it out. But they had a big sale, well, not a big sale, but they had a nice sale on a couple of Mancera fragrances. So after looking through some of the ones they had, I noticed that they had Aqua Wood at a really good price. So I just picked it up because it's one that I don't have. And, you know, I've heard Randy from Fragrance Dude and Gator over at the Novice knows. I've had a couple of people that, I get down with, and I trust their noses and I trust what they have to say, have spoken pretty highly about this one. So I wanted to, check it out. But, if you're here for the first time, thank you. Like, follow, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Make sure you go follow the Fragrance Dude and Novice Knows and all of the smaller mid-level creators, because they giving it to you real. Not saying that the larger ones don't, because they do too. But, sometimes, you get into the chat and you get lost in the comments and they can't really get with you and interact with you. But a lot of times with some of these smaller ones, you can actually get some personalized interaction, ask questions about a fragrance and, they'll actually, answer you at a reasonable amount of time. But that's not just what it is. But Grim G has scents and so many Vent scents and Vegas scents. They're all fantastic, fantastic reviewers. But right now, we're going to go ahead and I'll jump into this one first. This Rare Reef here, it's like I said, the Pacific Chill Inspo, and it's got notes. It's fruity, citrus, aromatic, green, spicy, woody, floral, amber, with top notes of blackcurrant, orange, citron, mint, grapefruit, and coriander, with middle notes of apricot, violet leaf, rose, and basil, with base notes of ambrette, amberwood, fig, and dates. Pretty much same note breakdown as, Pacific Chill, give or take, but let's see. I've heard it's not a one-to-one, but I heard that it was close enough to know, what it is. We'll see. I like that, though. I've said it many times that I actually like an inspiration, a twist, not just an inspiration, because a lot of times an inspiration tries to get to be a one-to-one. But I like a twist when something extra is added to give that fragrance its distinction, even though it may be in the realm of put you in the olfactory space of that, but it, might not be exact. But in the air, a novice might not be able to detect the difference. So we got a nice heavy cardboard, hologram, all the check for authenticity, all that good stuff. nice little iridescent, little shimmery marbleization light. That's kind of cool. Looks like water. You know, when you drop a drop of water and it does the little iridescence. It's got the same little, like a barrel of a gun, the barreling, the notching. It's got more of that iridescence in the top. That is really nice. That is really, really nice. It looks almost like agate, you know, the way the stones are. It looks like some kind of polished agate or something like that. Nice blue bottle, heavy, thick. Cap clicks in place. Decent atomizer. Give you what you need. In the air, there is no denying that is definitely inspired by Pacific Chill. Let me put this on a tester strip real quick. You definitely get the grapefruit and the orange and all the citrus, and you get the sweetness of the apricot. It might not be as fuzzy, thick as it is in Pacific Chill. The apricot is a little thicker, you know, more like nectar. You get the spiciness, you get some woodiness as it's starting to dry down. Oh, this is really good. I am very, very, very pleased with this. Very, very pleased with this so far. Well, you know, the strip and everything, but, you know, the proof is in the skin, right? Oh, that is delicious. I've got a couple of other inspos of that one. I'm gonna have to line these up side by side just to see which one I like the most. I got a decant of the actual, you know, Pacific Chill as well, but you know, the performance on that is just not really good, so I just really don't wear that. Or either I might wear a little bit of that and then the rest of it I'll wear like Pinus White, is what I've been doing. But man, that orange and the mint, that apricot, this is nice. Easy 9 out of 10 for for inspiration, a clone, a twist, a dupe, whatever. This is a very well put together clone. Is it Pacific Chill? No, not. And the ones that know will know, but the average person does not ever smell the actual thing or owned, not just smelled it, not just randomly went to the store and be like, yeah, I smell Pacific Chill. No. Somebody that's actually owned it and worn it would be able to tell the difference. But other than that, man, that is very well done. Very well done. Rare Reef. All right. On to possibly the star of the show, the one I was the most hyped and anticipated, and I couldn't wait. It's been sitting here for like 2 days, and I had to work and everything, and then I just didn't want to. I could have opened it and smelled it and all that stuff, but I was like, no. I'll save it. I'll save it for you. I did it for you guys. I waited so you could see my reaction when I open this up. See what I do for you guys? I suffer. But anywho, Mancera, Aqua Wood. Now this one. Now, what made me actually want to even be interested in this one in the first place was the fact that it had a pear note in it. And I am a sucker for a good pear note. And so I heard this one was really, really well done with pear. So I hear the top notes of this are pear and citruses, with middle notes of Indian ginger, Turkish rose, and patchouli leaf, with base notes of white musk, amber, benzoin, and incense. So I'm expecting this to be resinous but spicy, slightly citrusy but smoky at the same time. And I'm expecting this to be just great, but we'll see. We shall see. Mancera doesn't really do much with their boxes are not all about that, but when you get in there, they give it to you. This is where they give you their presentation. They said, forget those fancy boxes. We'll give you a nice leather gold bag. It's probably not leather, but pleather. But it's leather feel. And the bottles in there too. It's got the little M's on it. Now, Aqua Wood. Nice aquamarine, teal-like color. Gold cap. Very simplistic design, but I really like the Mancera bottles. Magnetic cap. Oh! Atomizer check. Pressurize. Shot all the way across the room. All right. Oh, this is delicious. The pear in here is like real pear, not like syruped pear or like a sweet, sickeningly sweet or just a sticky sweet pear. This is like almost like a not yet ripe pear. It's got the subtle hints of the pear, the sweetness in there. And then you get the tartness, the bite of the citruses, and that ginger and that patchouli are coming in there for those spices. The patchouli is giving a little earthiness in the background, in the base, as it's starting to dry down. You're definitely picking up more of that patchouli now. It's ambery. It's kind of a cozy, ambery feel, but still being energetic and kind of aquatic and watery at the same time. This is really, It's not a complex fragrance with like where it's all over the place, but what it does very, very well. The composition of this is just great. I am very, very impressed. I gotta put this on the skin because I'll be sniffing that tester strip the whole friggin'. Woo! Pressurize. Mm, mm, mm. I get at a 9.5 out of 10. As far as Mancera fragrances go, this is definitely one of the best ones that I have ever. This is really good. This might give Silver Blue a run for its money for my favorite. Oh, it's kind of green and aquatic, and it's not a blue aquatic. It's like a green aquatic kinda, but it's not really. It's slightly herbaceous, not vegetal, but just slightly herbaceous. Oh, this is nice. That pear is just giving it just a slight bit of sweetness. Not like, it's not the sweetness of like the 9 p.m. or even the JPG Ultramall or anything of like that, But this is just a light sweetness just to just balance it out. That incense and that patchouli is in there in the base, and it makes it dark, a little bit, just dark, just like a shade. Not really like a dark fragrance, but it's like just a shade. Then it comes on back. Because it's still got those citruses. It's still got the life. Good. Aqua Wood, it's good. Yeah. So for my two pickups, I'm very, very, very pleased with the two that I got. Both the Rare Reef and the Aqua Wood are bangers, bangers, bangers. I'm very, very, very happy with that. But anywho, if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video, and hopefully, come back and do it again. And you know what to do: like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. Share, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And until the next time, you know what it is: love, peace, hair grease.